invariably on the first play, you'll try to go deep or do something special, and the Montreal team just went short for that 9 yards that time, and as a result, the defensive backs were off.
It's second and less than a yard for Montreal. David Overstrait into the middle, and the Alouettes will have the first down as they move across the 40-yard line. It was John Glassford who came in from the middle to make the tackle. The man sitting next to us has had a lot of playoff experience. Ron Lancaster as a quarterback in a semifinal game. When a team makes defensive changes, do you try to capitalize?
Oh, you sure do. You're always looking for changes on the defense. Anywhere, especially on the corner, and they've had to move a new corner in there. Not a new one because he's played there before, but when you have to take one of your starters out of there, quarterback really wants to go after him in a hurry and test him because he feels he's going to get tested, and you've got to beat him early and make him know that you're going to come his way.
First and 10 from the 41. Overstrait. He's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 40-yard line by defensive end Jim Piaskowski.
Ottawa now was in their 34 defense that time, and that's pretty tough to run against. That's the old Oklahoma defense. You see those linebackers scraping across there real quickly. Now that's Glassford 76 and Mitchell 53. Up front, they try to get those linemen on top of the offensive linemen, and so they can't get on those linebackers and let those linebackers roll from sideline to sideline, see if they can end up with the tackles.
J.C. Watt staying loose at the Ottawa bench in anticipation of moving in perhaps after this second down play. Johnson is going to be dropped for a loss back at the 33 by Greg Marshall, who came in from his defensive end slot. That's something they will have to do this afternoon, is put pressure on Johnson, and they did.
You got to get pressure on Johnson all the time. You don't want him to stand back there. That's what he's good at. He's not the best scrambler in the world. He likes to stand, take his time, look around. You keep him occupied. As you see right there on the bootleg, with Greg Marshall coming all the way from the short side of the field to the wide side of the field, they covered the receivers downfield. Johnson took more time than he really wanted to, and as a result, Marshall was able to make the sack. So that's what Ottawa needs to do to Kenny Johnson.
Did you notice on that too, Ron, that on the first down, which is primarily the running down, they went with the 34 defense. On the second down, they went with the 6 defensive back situation in there and covered very, very well downfield. That's where Marshall came from the offside, made the tackle. So they're varying their defense is very good.
On third down, Don Sweet stands at his own 17. He'll be kicking to Calvin Kirk and Carl Brazeley. Randy Rhino, of course, is out, and he's the most valuable member of that Ottawa punt return unit. Brazeley will field it at the 45, and Brazeley is downed in the mud at the 49-yard line. And it was Gene Beliveau who was down there to make the tackle. Now, penalty flags are down.